in this lecture, we're going to take care of the leaderboards. The game comes with 2 leaderboards. Whenever you click on this button on the top right, top left corner, you will end up in the leaderboards. Now, let me show you what I'm talking about. If you go to the source code, under resources, you will see the iOS ID.plist. And there's a leaderboard within the root folder, so just open it and you will see 2 leaderboard strings. Survival leaderboard ID and levels leaderboard ID. So there's one for the survival mode and one for the levels mode. So whenever you look back in the simulator, you have the survival mode and the levels mode. Alright, so let's go ahead and create these leaderboards. Go to Safari or any web browsers, get inside of your app and click on features. Once you're there, we're gonna go to Game Center. And here we're gonna create a new leaderboard. Click on plus and click on choose a single leaderboard and give it a name. I'm going to call this one Pick That Lock Survival, and then the leaderboard ID would be com.appfresh.pickthatlock.survival. By the way, I'm going to copy this, and you don't have to have something similar to mine as long as yours is unique and reminds you of what your game is about and is the same in Xcode. So I'm going to copy this. Now I'm going to go back to Xcode and under survival I'm going to remove that and paste the one I just created. Alright, now I'm going to do the same after for the levels leaderboard. So going back to Xcode, going back to Safari, I'm going to keep editing this. I'm going to put integer. The value is from the best score, from highest to lowest. The lowest will be 0 and the maximum will be a bunch of 9s. Alright, I'm going to add a language. I'm going to choose English. So do the same. And the name, put top score survival mode. Alright, and choose a formatter. I'm going to choose the American way. And here I'm going to put point, and then the plural will be points with an S. Now you can choose an image file to show the leaderboard, but there's no need because it's just optional. So click on save. And that's it at this point. Click on save. And now we have our leaderboard. So I'm going to just cancel out just to show you. As you can see, the leaderboard is here. Now we're going to add a second one. I'm going to click on plus and I'm going to add a second one. Click on single leaderboard. I'm going to give a name. I'm going to call it Pick That Lock levels, and then the ID I'm going to put com.appfresh. And inside of survival here I'm going to put levels. Alright, and here I'm going to put integer just like the other one, from highest to lowest, 0 to a bunch of 9s. That's the maximum you can do in the game. Alright, and then I'm going to add the language. I'm going to add English. Feel free to add other languages, by the way. And then I'm going to put top scores levels mode. And here I'm going to choose the formatter to be in American way, and here point and points with an S. Again, don't put any screenshots, there's no need for it, and click on save. Alright, so I just saved it and I'm going to save again. And then I'm going to cancel out of this. And then I'm going to do something that many people forget to do, because it's not enough to add your leaderboards. You have to go back to the App Store here, go to prepare for submission. And if you scroll down, you will see the Game Center here. I want you to enable Game Center and click on plus for the leaderboards and select both of these and click on done. That's very important. Many people forget to do that and then they wonder why the leaderboards don't work and they get their app rejected because the leaderboards are not working. Alright, don't forget to click on save and make sure that it's still there. Alright, so there's one step I forgot to do. I forgot to change the name under Xcode. So I'm going to go back here. I'm just going to copy this one and paste it here. Okay, so that's the one I have. And that would be levels here. Alright, so now both of them reflect the one from iTunes Connect. Alright, so feel free to test leaderboards. If you want to test them, you have to create an iTunes user. How do you do this? You go back to your web browser in iTunes Connect, click on iTunes Connect, go to users and roles, and create sandbox testers. Alright, you have to add them here. Now, something you have to understand is that you cannot test it on the simulator. You have to test it on a real phone, a real physical device, a real iPhone. So make sure you create a developer certificate in developer.apple.com for development so that you can test the app on your device. All right. See you guys in the next lecture.